The Chronicles of Devonia, Volume 1. At the dawning of a new age, and the first day of a new moon, the people of the land that would become the realm of Devonia rejoiced at the founding of their new kingdom. As celebrations swept through the settlements of the gentle folk, it was held in wide belief that the shadow of the past age was now long behind them. Though this was not to be, for on that very eve an old and terrible foe stirred in the dark places of the world and set about its malevolent desires. So it was, having not long recovered of the strife from before the founding, the King Gregor Castellan entrusted the keep of the kingdom to his most noble and trusted adviser, Erebus Ignis, to protect and prepare the land and his people for the coming storm, while he, alongside a throng of the gallant knightly order of the Withered Rose, rode out to embark on a crusade far to the north to delay the spread of darkness. For even the smallest light in the darkest hall can give hope.
And there you have it, guys. That's what I'm up against. Some big boy responsibilities we got going on there. But my name's Erebus Ignis, and welcome to episode 4 of For the Kingdom. Let's see where this episode takes us. So, in the last episode, obviously, we built the mine there in the background. We do need to get some resources because we are running a tad low on things. I'm just going to run back over to my house because there have been some developments. In the last episode, obviously, you met Ross, the Enderman that lived in the loft. But me and him had a falling out. I mean, it didn't work out. You know, he was refusing to pay rent, and he was being a bit of a bum. He tried to move a friend in, and it just wasn't working out. I'll show you what happened. Let's go up to the loft. Find out what Ross is making all the noise about. Got all kinds of critters living in the house yet. We still need to find a name tag for you, don't we? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes. Alright. So look what Ross is going on about up here. Making all this bloody racket. Ross. Oh my god! He's angry with me! Run away! No, Ross! Bad Ross! Bad Ross! Bad Ross! He definitely had a friend up there. Oh. Oh. He definitely had a friend up there. Oh, he is angry. All right, Ross, you can keep the attic. It's fine. It's fine. You can stay in the loft. I'm sorry. Oh dear. I'm no longer welcome in my own house. So yeah, needless to say, he had to move out. Don't worry, he wasn't killed. I didn't have at him in the loft. He voluntarily left. Last I saw of him, he was wandering over in that direction. Who knows? He might turn up again in the series. I understand that if you put a name tag on a mob, that it won't despawn. So unless the rain catches him, I assume we might bump into him again one day. And hopefully by then he's not angry and he's not doing things in the loft with his friend anymore. So yeah, so there's a few things that we're going to do in this episode. One of them is we are going to move our planning board up into the loft here. Now that Ross has moved out, he's left us a couple of dirt blocks. See, but we're going to move our planning room up here. We're going to put the planning board on the wall rather than over there where I never get to see it. Obviously, fill the glass back in that window, and maybe put a big table in the middle with some maps on it that show the area where we're going to do it. And I think that would look really cool. And then we can, so maybe have the enchantment stuff over there, the planning room over here, or vice versa. But we can decide that later on. So we better get on with moving things because the zombies outside. Actually, I probably should sleep. Okay, we do need to find you a name tag. I don't know what to call you. Maybe you guys down in the comments could tell me what we think we should name the doggo. What should we call him? Leave it. First person to leave a comment on this video, I'll name the dog that. As long as it's not lewd, it's got to be friendly, child friendly. Okay. Well, I suppose one thing that we should do before we go making our planning room is we probably should explore the kingdom itself to see, to sort of map it out, as it were, so that we've actually got some maps to put on a table. So I'm going to cut to a quick sort of speed through of me running around the kingdom, mapping it out, and then, it'll give us an idea of what we're working with, because, as I say, we've got some big boy responsibilities that we need to get a grip of.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, the sun is quickly setting on this day. We have found ourselves another little village, though. So, as you can see in there is a bed, but currently, don't judge me, because I'm going to steal this bed off of him. Sorry, kid. Well, we finished our map room, guys. If you have a look behind me just there, as you can see, nicely laid out. We've got a big map on the table. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just quickly show you around it. Here we go. So, there you go. You got me big map. We're here just in the middle there. You can see the houses. I haven't gone to the full size on these maps because I like to be able to see the detail of what I've been building. But the actual city that I'm building itself should take up this forested area eventually. But there you go. As you can see, I've labelled it. You got north, northeast, and so on around the outside there. We've got a few other little bits. We've moved the planning board in here. Those of you that are keen-eyed and seen episode 1, you might realise that there's a couple of bits on there missing, but it's okay. As we knock these ones off, we'll add new ones on because they need to be added. And we've labelled these on here. And the Kingdom Devonia. There we go. See? We've also got ourselves a new flag. I wasn't quite sure what to do, but I quite like that one. I saw a similar design, and I was like, you know what? That's our flag, that one. And in fact, you should have a look at this shield. Look at that! Isn't that a good shield? I feel like some gallant knight from the medieval times or something. I don't know. Other things we've built while we've been on our travels and in between clips and stuff is I've built a recycling point in my house. You might be thinking, why do you need a recycling point? But there you go. You've got all your tree bits, all your plants and stuff. wood and metal, and a little thing there to take the enchantment off of metal. That'll come more apparent when I show you the rest of it. But essentially what you do, if you're anything like me, you end up with random old broken bits of tools and helmets. Yes, this is my actual helmet and trousers, which I'm going to use as a demonstration for this. But you also end up with like random bits of greenery that you've picked up along the way, or odd bits of fence or chests, or hundreds of crafting tables that you don't really need to use anymore. So all you need to do is come along, chuck your metals in your metal bin, chuck your woods in your wood bin, like that. There we go. We'll just chuck a bunch of whatever we've got in there, anything that can basically burn, really, and then chuck your plants in there. And you can already hear that one working away. And what we've done, we've built ourselves a never shelf down here. So what happens is all the woods actually go in and start fueling this. So as that starts to fuel, it then recycles all your half broken tools into nuggets, and you'll pick up loads of random bits of armor for skeletons and zombies and stuff. But there you go, you've got all the fuel starting to line up, and that'll automatically just fuel that forever. And then you've got your composter, so that's connected to the chest at the top, and that'll compost all your plants, and it'll turn you into all this lovely bone meal, which you can use for whatever you need. I use it for doing a lot of the decoration stuff that I do on my maps. I'm just going to find out actually why this is stopped here. Why is that one stopped? Oh, it's because there's a flag in there. Oh no, that's not it, because flags are burnable. Yeah, this was an experiment flag that didn't go quite right. That's working. It must have already smelted through. Oh, so that's good. And we got ourselves a zombie outside. And along with that, we've also built ourselves some nice exploding fireworks, which we're just going to demonstrate. So I've not used many of these. Here we go. Have some of this. Boom. Oh, I hurt myself. Never mind. Well, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed all of that there. I've certainly enjoyed making this. This I thought was fantastic. I really like it. But next we got to do our enchantment room. Now I don't know if I'm actually going to do it in the loft or whether I'm going to do it in this room over here. I haven't quite decided. But I'll tell you what I am going to do is I'm going to stick another light there, because we did have a zombie. Ooh. Stick it there. We did have a zombie spawn in this area earlier on, which was a bit weird. It caught me while I was sleeping. So there we go. So as you can see behind me, Greg has he's not feeling very well. A zombie somehow got down here and has bitten him. However, we've put him in this cell because we're not going to kill our friends, and we will save him and make him better. So for now, Greg, I'm afraid you're trapped in there until I can work out how to save you. Poor Greg. This is my new donkey. He should be called Donkey, because I can't think of a better name for him. As we said at the beginning of the episode, guys, we do need to do some mining at some point to get some resources, because we are broke at the moment. I've just been down my mine, literally for one purpose, and that's to get some diamonds to do the enchantment table. And I've just walked into a tree, so we'll go back to normal view. Yeah, going to be doing the enchantment table. I've managed to get a few there. As you can see, I've got 6. That's pretty good. Hopefully that'll make our enchantment table, make us a sword, and I think I've got 1 or 2 left in the house as well that we found when we were exploring the world a minute ago. So make a pickaxe and stuff. But I thought something a bit more interesting for you to watch other than me mining for resources for the rest of the episode is I've decided to link up the houses we've got at the moment and the mine. Obviously, that makes things a little bit easier, doesn't it, for travelling back and forward. You might be wondering to yourselves, why am I on a donkey as opposed to getting a horse, which is clearly faster? But I quite like donkeys. I like the donkeys because they can carry chests. And then once you've got shulkers or ender chests and things like that, the transportation of materials is absolutely limitless. You can carry all sorts of stuff with you. You can carry it around for days, tons of it, enough resources to build a house. You can talk about carrying your house on your back. Don't wander off, donkey. Come back. All right, so we'll cut to me doing my enchantment room. We'll cut to that. We'll just go with the power of editing. You'll see what I've got. Hello. We're finished doing the enchantment room at last. So let me just have a show you around. As you can see, we've got some gaps in the bookshelves here. That wasn't intentional to start with. We ran out of books and bookshelves. So what we've done is we've created this. But to be honest, I like it so much. I think I'm going to actually keep it that way. Yeah, and it works quite well for getting light in both sides, and it makes it feel a lot more open as opposed to two separate rooms. We've got storage in these gaps as well, so we've added barrels as shelving, and like this one over here, we're going to keep our enchanted books in. I don't know why anybody would ever want the Curse of Vanishing. It's literally the worst enchantment ever. Got some hidden light sources as well, so it's not all lit by these dingy little lanterns. And we've moved our first diamond. We need to also get this armor enchanted ASAP, just to make it look that extra bit up here, to just make it pop a little bit more. And I really like this paneling that I've done around the outside. So yeah, that looks really cool. And again, from the other side, so from my planning room, you can really get an idea of what this whole upstairs looks like. It's actually now my favourite place to be. You might find me temporarily leaving my bed over there from now on. But yeah, so I like that. And I added this bush. I wasn't quite sure if I liked it or not, but it's grown on me. Yes, that was a terrible joke. But what I've done is I've just filled this composter up to the point where it's just about to pop, to make it look like it's, well, compost. And I've stuck a tree in it. And yeah, so that's all for that. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to crack on with the time lapse of building the road between the mine and the town, because that'll make life a lot easier travelling back and forth. Let's go. Okay, great stuff. Now we've got a road that connects us to the mine. I've decided to call the mine Hangman's Mine. I don't know why. I just like the way it sounded. But what I'll do is I'll give you a little tour along this road, show you what it looks like from, sort of like a first-person perspective, because you can't really get the full feel of it when you're looking through the camera. So just give me a moment there, and we'll have a little wander along. So as you can see, I've kind of dotted around these random fences and stuff, and added some things to look at along the route. I sort of envisioned, like you'd have like ruins along the way. You can have a little quick look in here. There's nothing particularly exciting. But a lot of this road won't stay the same through the whole series. This is just set up as we're going along. There's a sign there, Hangman's Mine on the way. And we did this tree. I quite like doing trees occasionally. I don't get a lot of time for them. This is only a small one. But, it's quite like that. It's interesting. It's something different along the way. And then you'll have patches of area that don't have a lot going on in between. Just chuck a random fence post in. And there you go. And as you can see, you've got some bits. I need to take that tower down at some point. That was just for when I was doing my perspectives on the mine over there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me build that road. I am thinking on doing a tutorial on roads. To be honest, you might have seen my other tutorial video go up earlier in the week, alongside episode 3, which I accidentally uploaded on the same day, and that's why you lucky devils are getting episode 4 a week early, because I've decided to just smash that one out and then give it to you. A friend of mine actually asked me the other day. He goes, "What do you do when you're doing time lapses?" And I thought to myself, well, I might as well mention it. I'm quite a fan of like Warhammer and stuff, and my favourite person to listen to when I'm doing time lapses is a guy called A Border Prince, and he does a lot of his own narrations of like Warhammer stuff. And you can find him on YouTube, and that's A Border Prince. And yeah, I really like listening to him. He sort of like stories and lore and yeah, it's good stuff. But as I say, well, that's it for this episode. We've got next episode coming out next Saturday, and that'll be episode 5. So thank you for watching, guys. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Erebus_Ignis. And yeah, thanks very much. Have a wonderful day. That's the end of episode 4 of For the Kingdom.